many hours you have to do.
Good morning, you guys, and welcome to one of my new videos. In today's vlog, I'll be showing you how a day in the life of a foreign exchange student on a spring break looks like. Everything that I'm going to be doing today. Today is going to be like a reset day for me because I don't have any activities planned out for today, so I'll be just staying at home, but I won't make it a boring day. So in today's video, you'll be watching all of the activities that I've done throughout my exchange students year so far, all of the school extracurricular activities that I've tried, and all of the volunteering opportunities that I had. I'm also be going to show you everything that I do in my routine, such as cooking breakfast, for example, also my chores such as cleaning, and then I'm going to be also showing you the barn with all of the animals, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, but first this morning I actually started my day with getting a haircut because I usually do my own haircut here in the United States, because you know the prices of getting a haircut are not the most affordable here, so I usually try to save up as much as possible. But yeah, I'm going to be showing you like a picture of everything that I've done, and then I took a shower, and this is the final result. I don't know if you guys like it or not. For me, it does the job. It makes me look more presentable, and that's all that matters. And yeah, I'm also be going to journaling this morning. I usually do it at night like this. I have this journal which I'm like writing all of my dates just so I don't forget them. I've had like a previous experience of like I'm never going to forget this moment, and then I end up forgetting it because I haven't written anything down about that day. So that's why I don't want to repeat the same mistake, and I'm trying to like keep a track of my life and have something that I can physically like return to. So that's why journaling is a very important segment of my day. And yeah, and I also have these things that help me stay closer to the Lord every day consistently. For example, this is like book which verses or chapters, and it's explaining, giving more in-depth explanation. For example, for April, so it has like verse for every day of the year, and currently it's March 17th, but I was on March 16th yesterday. So yeah, I usually read this in the mornings just to start my day like being thankful and grateful, and started with the Lord, and it's very helpful. And I also was a gift from my neighbor that I go to church with. Yeah, she and her husband are very nice, and they got me this journaling thing. I'm going to show you how it looks like. For example, you have chapter 7, and you have like for every day of the week you have certain chapters that you can read. For example, Acts chapter 2 verse 42 through 47, early church model, and you can read it, and then you can like keep notes of it. You can take notes here, and then you have like certain explanation. It's very nice. I still haven't used it, but today it's going to be my Charlie, stop. Today is going to be my first day to be using it, so I'm very excited for that. But first, we gotta make some breakfast, so we gotta eat some. Let's make some breakfast.
Alrighty, you guys, so this morning I decided to go for some pancakes. I just made one American pancake for myself, and it's not that hard to make it. I also just mixed some protein powder in it just to add a little bit of more protein to my meal. Some milk, obviously. You can use water if you don't have milk, of course. And yeah, you just mix it up, you mix the batter, and then you're ready to cook it. I put some butter just so it doesn't stick, even though the pan is non-stick, but never mind, I don't have a handle, so that's why I'm using my sleeve to like avoid the heat or getting myself burned. And yeah, essentially you just add the pancake batter, you wait a little bit until bubbles form, and then you turn it over on the other side, and you have a perfectly done pancake. Everybody knows how to make pancakes, right guys? Please let me know down in the comments if you do know or don't know. And yeah, it's now time to assemble my plate. I usually add some fruit on the sides. I mean, I just happen to have fruits in my fridge, so that's why I added it. And there's the pancake. Some might say it's a little bit burnt, but I love it this way. And then this syrup was so hard to like stop from like causing a mess, and there it is. I was watching like a podcast or something, and yeah, I enjoyed every bite of my breakfast.
Okay guys, so now we're going to be journaling, or writing something, writing about my day in my diary. So I'm going to be covering yesterday or the day before today, which is yesterday. I'm going to be talking more about events that happened yesterday, things that I did, and yeah, how I'll remember that day essentially. So I usually write like, let me find like a good um, way so I can show you. For example, I usually write in my language, so you wouldn't be able to understand. I don't think so, but yeah, I usually write a date, and then I always start with dear God or yeah, and I just cover my thoughts, something I feel like in the moment, and yeah, I usually go about my day, how I felt about it, things that I've done, and so on. You know how it goes. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that for some time, and afterwards, we'll see. I'm going to be talking more about my activities that I'm doing as an exchange student. So stick with me. Okay, so many foreign exchange students are wondering what after? What do you usually do? What kind of activities do you try out once you come here and arrive in the United States? And even me myself, I have asked the same question, and I was wondering okay, I'm coming here, I'm here in the United States. What do I do now? What else should I do? What things should I try out? What am I actually supposed to do here? And on top of that, I'm not in a big city or a huge school with endless opportunity. I'm living in a countryside, so going to a small school, and there aren't really a lot of options compared to what people might imagine. I thought maybe I was missing out on something, but after some time, I realized it's not really about how many opportunities you have, but it's more about what you do with those ones that you already have, like those opportunities that you already have at your school or your place or your community. And after realizing that I have to utilize the opportunities that I have because they're not endless, I started trying out different things and stuff. I joined the academic team. I was asked from one of my classmates. It ended up being a very big part of my life here. I got to meet new people, traveled a little bit to different schools for competitions, and just be around a completely different environment and see how things are going throughout the United States or within this region. And I even got a few medals from the academic team, mostly second and third places. We still have one competitions left, so I hope that we get actually the first place there. We don't know, we'll see, but yeah, it was really fun to compete. It meant a lot to me and still means a lot, not just because of the medals, but because I felt like I was actually part of something and getting to hang out like with as a team from with the students from there was actually very rewarding. I also joined another club, which was FCCLA, and somehow I ended up being in a theater play and a dance show, which is still kind of crazy to me. Like, if you knew me before, you'd know that that's not really something I would like want to try. Not that I even had any opportunities back home, because in my high school we don't really usually do plays or theater plays or dramas. So I was definitely very keen on trying out for the theater play and getting three roles, not just one, which was very fun and very exciting for me. The play is in April, so we're still practicing and rehearsing, but I wish that everything would be nice. And also the dance show, I got to participate in it. One of the girls asked me if I can be their partner, and yeah, it was very fun, and I really enjoyed performing in front of everybody, and I really I felt very happy when I saw my host family supporting me there and watching me in the crowd. So yeah, and as I've told you, I was also part of FCCLA. FCCLA is actually a club or like a team, a school club that you can join. I don't know if all of the schools have those clubs, but it's basically more for like on the culinary side. For example, my school, what we usually did was go around in the neighborhoods or in different places and cook for people that are needing food. That brings me also to volunteering. Volunteering is a huge thing that I encourage every host student to do. I mean, every exchange student to do, not just because of the required community hours that you have to do every year, depending on what placement organization you're from, you're going to have different requirements on the community hours. But even after achieving the required 30 or 16 or however much you are required to do, I would encourage you to continue and proceed, uh, giving out to your community and helping and assisting everyone been contributing to the community, because there are lots of opportunities, lots of projects that you can find different people, meet new friends, and it's really something that you can fill your free time with. And one of very nice thing that the U.S. government offers is, after completing 100 community hours or volunteering for 100 hours, you get a certificate that's signed from the U.S. Department of State if you're a foreign exchange student, or if you're a U.S. citizen, you get certificate signed by the president, which is kind of neat if you ask me, and it's very cool. You can add it to your CV. It shows leadership capabilities, time management, because on top of your school or work, you also have the time to volunteer, and it also shows how good of a person you are and how you want to contribute and help out to the community and to the country, and yeah, to anybody, to other people that are needing your help. So I have 80 or 70 something hours so far. Some of the places that I tried to volunteer at were like um, providing like searching for any volunteer opportunities within the community, like any posts or Facebook ads. Also, you can ask your school. I helped with like organizing numerous events at our school. Usually, I would ask like certain teachers, or you can find out like posts from your school website. Another thing that I did was I was assisting my classmate. She is providing respite care. She's like a certificate CNA, and she was also like doing respite care for with patients that need it. And I actually went and helped her out, assisted her with those patients. If you essentially don't know what respite care is, it's like with people with special needs. You would actually go and help out the parents that don't have really a lot of time to like do so. It's kind of like a helping to the parents. Those are the respite care workers, and I actually helped the respite care worker. So that was very fun. I really got very close to the worker, and also, which is my classmate, and also to the family that we were providing respite care for, with the client, but also with their parents. And it was really fun getting to like see the kid and getting to help him out. And yeah, they are very close now with me. They've been coming over at our place, and it's not just volunteering or working with them. We've also become friends, and that was like very nice. And that was the moment when I saw that you can really change somebody's life helping them out, but also you can become very close with them, and that's also like a way to meet new people and become very close with them essentially. um, Another thing that I do for volunteering is, with the church that I go to every Sunday. We have like a breakfast segment before service, and my neighbor actually runs the kitchen, or is responsible for the kitchen, and for making breakfast. So I asked him if I was able to help out in the kitchen before service, and obviously volunteer voluntarily and helping out making the breakfast. So he was actually very glad that I can help out with that, and I was actually very happy because I really love cooking, and I was glad that I can utilize my cooking skills and capabilities for the good of others as well. So that was also very fun. I usually get 2 hours every week helping out in the kitchen, and after that we go to service. And yeah, I met a lot of people there. I also am very close with the people working in the kitchen there, and yeah, it's really an unforgettable experience. So I really strongly encourage you to go and volunteer, go out in the community, meet new people, meet new friends, see all of the projects that you can work on, gain new experiences, gain new skills. For example, I really learned a lot about health with the respite care, or I really learned a lot more about like cooking tips and tricks and hacks from the kitchen working at the church, or volunteering at the church, I should probably say. So that was very nice. So definitely volunteering is a huge part that you can do things after school, different activities that you can try to do after school. And obviously, like other stuff that you can do after school is like hanging out with friends, going to dinner, or going to like stores and shopping. For example, like I really loved going to Walmart and just going through the sections and just taking a look at all of the items that are sold here in the United States that we probably don't have back home, trying out different food items or different things, buying different like stupid items that might not be worth it, but can make a very good souvenir when you return back home and can remind you all those days and of your exchange year. So that's why I really love even going grocery shopping. Something as small as grocery shopping can really change, or can make an impact into your exchange year and can leave a lot of memories uh, behind. So yeah, definitely, school is a huge part of daily life here. But other than school, you can always join like other clubs, or you can always try out different things and stuff. So there are plenty of options and opportunities if you are searching for them correctly. Obviously, I'm also very close with my aunt, so I usually go and have a sleepover with them. Every once in a while we go to concerts. My cousin is part of show choir, so during their show choir season, me and I joined my aunt when she was watching and cheering for her daughter. I was actually going and watching my cousin, obviously my host cousin here, but I'm usually referring to them as cousin. Obviously, traveling is a huge thing that you can do, a huge activity, a very unforgettable thing. But I know that not a lot of people have the opportunity to, especially from the financial aspect, and I totally don't blame them. So if you're not able to travel or see different parts of the United States, don't be bummed and don't be sad, because not you shouldn't probably expect that to be like your end goal when you're coming here. There's a lot of different activities that you can make memorable and unforgettable if you try out. So my main point is, when you're here, you should really try out different stuff and come with an open mindset and willing to try out different things. You should branch out and not niche down in a specific field. Uh, for example, even at school, I'm taking lots of different classes that are totally unconnected to my future career that I want to do when I go older. But obviously, everything is an experience and everything is an opportunity, learning opportunity, and also growing opportunity, good for your character development and personal growth. Yeah. So thank you so much for listening to me. Now we're going to go and I'll show you my barn down and see. You can see all of the animals that we have, and yeah, I hope you like that part as well. Yeah, I also forgot to mention that you'll experience lots of different stuff, such as the prom that they have here, winter formal, and homecoming. Those are the three primarily things that are happening within the school, and yeah, that's also a thing that I'm looking forward to. Going to prom is a huge thing, so yeah, it's in 1 month, so I'm definitely going to vlog that as well. Could you please put their food there? Or, there we go.